This is a special episode of No Title. We welcome you back. We haven't been off the air for 6 months to a year. So, we're going to kick it off tonight with a special discussion about Die Hard 5. I'm Nick Serino.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Eric.
I didn't determine what order I was
You next.
I was going to point. I just figured I'd point to one and just go. Go! And we'll pause for our opening titles. Okay, that's good. It's fine. I'll sneak it in there somehow.
Not.
Hello.
I do not know.
Welcome to the movie lounge. Since we've changed formats, now we're just gonna sit around and bullshit about this fucking awful movie. So, Die Hard 5, how'd you like it?
I didn't. I don't want to talk about it. I hate it.
And this is the shortest episode of No Title that we ever did.
We'll see you in another 6 months. Good night.
It took us 6 months to get that together. No, so let's talk about Die Hard 5 and determine how crappy it is. Is it the worst movie of 2012? I mean 2013.
This is 2012. That's something. Yes, 2013
Well, you
so
can't
far.
call it the worst movie of 2013 because 2013 is not over yet. So there's plenty of time for crap to come out.
I know, but this movie is not exactly good. Let's give everyone a refresher. About if you haven't seen Die Hard 5, here's the basic plot, right? John McClane
Kills everyone.
John McClane
Kills his son.
Drops a nuke on the world.
is going. That would have been a better movie. Is going over to Russia to find his son to make amends and whatever, and that's what you get from the trailer. Now, actual movie. He gets. You see John McClane at the very beginning. He gets a file from
His cop buddy.
his cop buddy, and somehow he can read Russian because it's all in Russian, and finds out his son's up for a murder charge in Russia. But that's not how the movie really opens. The movie really opens with two boring old guys looking at each other like, "Give me the file. Give me the file. I'm not going to give you the file. Fuck off." And then that's it. Did either of you care for that part of the movie?
I thought by far that was the most serious part of the film.
Why are you being so quiet?
No, actually, it was pretty lousy. The whole movie was lousy, but it was a horrible intro. It is by far just out of all five movies.
You
just-
can nitpick this film as much as you want, but it's unfortunately for it being a Die Hard film, it's truly terrible.
It is the Jaws 4, Texas Chainsaw 3D, Leonard Part 6, King Kong Lives of sequels.
It does have it actually has one good scene in it. I'll take
The
that back.
end.
Yes, yes. When the guy gets his head hit in the propeller.
The helicopter
Yeah,
blade. That was
yeah.
it.
You know what? I couldn't
It was a very
even.
visual
I
shot.
Yeah.
couldn't even like
was
that.
it.
Yeah.
I was just bored with it. I mean, I couldn't believe that I was sitting there and I'm like, I am just bored to tears with this movie. Even during the car chase scene, it took how long to film? Or it was like
78 days.
Yep. 78
It
days
just-
for that.
it-
And his car did not get damaged.
No, it didn't. And he's even able to spin it around in a donut and avoid a rocket
Yep.
at the same time. It's like, man, that's
Then
impressive.
flip it over 10 cars, get out with a cut on his head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beat up a pedestrian and then go on another chase. But yes, from start to finish, this film was just a colossal mistake. It seemed like there was no momentum. The character seemed dull. He seemed tired with the part. There was just no kind of smart-ass good humor on his part. The son was just... I didn't dislike the actor who played his son, but they gave him nothing to do. So
The story itself is forgettable and just
there was nothing
stupid.
building on it. It was just
And-
10 minutes and then action.
Let's put it this way: if 1, 2, and 3 never existed, this would make 4 look amazing.
You know what? That's the problem. After I
It does
saw
make
that,
4 look- I have problems with 4, but when I see it now, it feels like more of a traditional Die Hard movie. I
Yep.
still have issues with it, but
Jet
5
surfing.
is just so horrible. It really does make 4 like, all right, there are 4 good ones, and now there's this really, really bad one.
Right.
is it better or worse than Star Trek 5?
It is worse than Star Trek 5.
That's pretty bad.
No, because it is that bad, Nick. We all saw.
I know, but I guess I'm more pissed off about it than anything.
Why?
Well, I just
Why?
not going on a sidebar, but after seeing it and being so bored with it, I got really pissed off because I felt like, I can't believe 20th Century Fox was charging IMAX prices for people to go see this movie on an IMAX screen. I'm like, there's no point. There's no reason this needs to be on an IMAX screen.
Money.
And people are paying the better part of $20 to go see this on a big screen. And I'm like, it's only 98 minutes long.
By far, it was the shortest Die Hard.
It's the shortest of all the Die Hards. And
just admit it. You're mad that Mary Elizabeth Winstead only had a 5-minute cameo.
You know what? I once said on Facebook that she was a bright spot of the whole film, and you know what? I'll even take that back because she's in at the very beginning and she's in at the very end, and that's it.
That's it.
You know, it's like wow, whoopity doo. I think she's a beautiful actress, and I would like to see her in more stuff. But you know what?
Thank you, Mary Todd Lincoln.
Whatever happened to Justin Long from the last film?
He was smart and didn't come back. Anybody who didn't come back from the other film or the other 3 before that, they were very smart this time out. Until my story comes out.
You can't discuss that on air.
Not yet. I have a deal with Hollywood going on. I can't discuss the details of a 6th and final Die Hard film.
Which he actually signed on to do a 6th and final Die Hard movie.
Yeah, why not? He's gotten paid a crap load of money.
But
what does he care?
I know that, but don't you think? Let me ask you this: do you think Bruce Willis read this script before he even signed off on it?
I think he did, but I think honestly, it finally just caught up with him. He just didn't care. He thought it was. I don't know. He was very heavily involved with the film because I couldn't make it without him. And in the past, he's
in my opinion, the story is totally forgettable. The characters are dull, as Russia can be sometimes, and it's like it's cold. It's
Have you been to Russia?
No, I haven't been to Russia.
Then don't slam it.
But we know from watching YouTube videos.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother Russia. Yeah,
we know from watching YouTube videos.
Cows getting run over and then just walking
Russia,
away.
It's like a real life Grand Theft Auto. People just cutting across the street. And
meteors hit Russia and they still don't care.
I know. Big old meteorite comes down. It's like guys driving along, sees this thing flying down. And like, whatever. You know.
But yes, just everything about the movie. The villain was forgettable. The setup was very weak. It just seemed very by the numbers and bad stereotypes.
And the plot to get, weapons grade plutonium. It's not as romantic as like stealing. No, I'm just saying.
It was like Expendables 2 when they went to get weapons grade plutonium.
And yet that movie was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that movie was more fun than this.
Totally ridiculous.
Yes.
But fun.
Yes. But that's the thing. It's like when I'm saying romantic, I mean like Die Hard 1. He was after all the money in the safe.
It's always about the money.
You know, it's about the loot. And then Die Hard 3, which is, in my opinion, the second best Die Hard movie, it's about the gold. You know, it's about...
2 is about the money.
2 is about...
It is. Trust me, don't question me on this.
No, 2 is about the drug lord.
And what were they getting paid with? Millions of
dollars of
about money.
Drug money, yeah.
Hire the ex-SEALs guys and the special ops people to break out this guy and get paid a lot of money.
I'll tell you what, though. When you guys saw it and you thought it was a dumb thing when they went into that vault. And it's like, oh, it's radioactive in here. Let's get out the magic spray, the magic Lysol spray. And oh, it's fine now. Would you want to take off a radiation suit, even though the vault is now safe? Would you want to take off a radiation suit while you're at Chernobyl?
Not really.
No.
I want to swim in dirty pool water for
yes.
5 years. That's
yeah,
so clean.
That was amazing how that water was so clean.
So clear.
They should have been walking out with their skin falling off their body.
Turn on the Walking Dead Die Hard. The Die Hard Dead.
Oh, and remind me next time when we do go to Russia, make sure we carjack the one car that's got a ton of guns in the back seat or in the trunk.
All the gangsters go to that building.
And they
all carry a trunk load of guns.
And they all leave trunk loads because I was like, wow, it's Commando all of a sudden. Suit up and put a million guns on that. And I said to you, Eric, I said, it was really kind of a shame because in all the Die Hard movies, it seems like all he ever carries is the Beretta. Is his 9mm Beretta sidearm. That's all he's ever supposed to have. Every once in a while, he'll get a machine gun and everything like that, but it's like, you know what? So he's got a sidearm. This movie, no, I'm going with the assault rifle and the shotgun. I'll got my couple sidearms.
There was
on duty. He wasn't a colonel.
There wasn't anything traditional about this film.
He was on vacation.
That's right.
They needed the next film needs to go back to the basics, and stop trying to expand upon something that shouldn't be expanded upon.
Like going to Russia to save your son
We went from a building to a plane to a city to the United States, now to another country. And what's it going to be next?
Space.
All over the world?
Die Hard on the moon.
Maybe on the moon, yeah, exactly.
Iron Sky meets Die Hard. Nazis on the moon. John McClane.
Moonraker 2.
Oh God, no. What a weird crossover that would be. John McClane goes to the moon and meets the Nazis on the moon from Iron Sky,
There you go.
and has to fight them before they take over Earth. And
Sounds better than fun.
there he meets Gruber's father.
Fritzy.
Larry Gruber.
Think
Hey,
about
Larry. Hello, guys.
it. Hans and Simon had to have a father, so what if he's a Nazi on the moon
Faja Gruber.
and everything? Oh, the funny thing was after the movie came out, online on Facebook they kept putting up things like, "Have you seen Die Hard 5 yet? Did you like it? What did you think of it?"
Opened at number 1.
It did open at number 1. It's made its money.
And then in week 2, it opened at number 10. And it hasn't made more than, I think, in the States, like $60 million. It stalled out at like 50-something million.
I bet you in Russia it makes a ton.
I don't care because here it was a bomb.
But the funny thing was, we were reading some of the online comments that people posted up, and we were hanging out, and I was reading one to you, and it's like, I think this wasn't the worst Die Hard film. And remember some other guy? I don't remember his name. He's like, this wasn't the worst Die Hard film, and you were like, well, what the hell is the worst Die Hard
This
film?
isn't the worst one. It was.
So
That
I mean,
episode of Moonlighting. When he was in a building.
so we all agree that this is definitely the worst Die Hard film.
Yes.
It is the worst Die Hard film, and it is a tie for me for the worst film of 2013.
What's the second worst film of 2013?
It's a tie. It's not the second worst. It's tied for one. It's Texas Chainsaw 3D. The worst piece of crap Leatherface movie since Matthew McConaughey in Part 4, The Next Generation. Don't get me started on this.
4 was a great movie.
The thing is, I think it's more painful for you because you got your hopes up just a little bit before.
Yeah, 2 franchises I was looking forward to, and they both sucked ass. But now we have Evil Dead coming up, and I'm hearing wonderful things about that. So, but it's a shame that Die Hard really sucked.
This is a franchise that doesn't deserve to have a turd like this, but that's what
Sure
you
it
get.
does. Every franchise does. Star Trek,
Superman.
Bond, Superman, Jaws, Star Wars, X-Men, you name it. They all got turds in there.
Quantum of Solace, Moonraker,
Well, that's why
View to a Kill.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Bond's had several turkeys or turds or whatever. So I guess Die Hard was time for its turd. I just like saying turd.
Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson. And that is going to wrap it up for this special episode of No Title. We'll be back in a month or so.
Don't buy or rent this movie when it comes out.
Yes, when Die Hard 5 comes out,
Burn it.
save your money.
If you're going out to California, throw it at the studios of 20th Century Fox. Draw a piece of poop on it, or just poop on it, and throw it at the studio.
So, signing off for No Title, I'm Nick.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Eric.
Thank you. Good night.